I know, I like the squeaky chairs. Good morning, everyone. Make sure that you are doing roll call and that you have pen and paper. We're going to be learning about carrier oils today. So we're continuing the aromatherapy chapter. So we're going to be learning a lot about the carrier oils. There are 20 different carrier oils. So we're going to learn about each one and see which one is the best for your skin type to add with your essential oils for your clients. So I'm going to give everyone until like 10:05 to clock in. Don't forget, put your first name, last initial, school, and time when you clock in. I am not awake this morning. I am so sorry. And we're going to go over the schedule for today really, really quickly, like right now. So that way, because we have a lot to go over with the carrier oils. All right. So the 10 to 11, you're going to have a live. The 12 to 1, you're going to have a live as well. The 2 to 4 assignment, you're going to write down your favorite essential oils and give 5 facts about each oil. Turn that into Katie no later than 5 p.m. Your 5 to 6 assignment is turn in the notes from the 12 to 1 live. No later than 6 p.m. to Molly. Is there any questions about that? Any questions about our schedule so far? It's pretty easy. So with the write down your 10 favorite essential oils, for example, you can just put lavender and then some fun facts about lavender. It can help you sleep, reduces anxiety, just little facts about it. 5 little facts about your favorite oils. And we're going to be going over a lot of oils. If you're not an aromatherapy person, it is completely okay. You can use the ones that we did from yesterday because we did 15 yesterday, or you can choose some from today. So Demaya asked, are we going to be able to type our notes again? No, everything's going to be handwritten just because, so that way we know that you are taking the notes. So we're going to handwrite all of these notes. Sorry about that. All right. So it is 10:04. I'm going to give everyone a minute to clock in. Don't forget about your assignments today. Are there any more questions about the schedule or anything? I'm just making sure so that way we don't turn it into the wrong person. And so that way we know that there are 2 assignments and 2 lives today. Are there any more questions? I'm going to hold off for questions. All right, I see that there are no more questions about today's assignments. So grab a pen and paper and we're going to get started today. Since it is 10:05, I'm going to close the door real quick. There we go. Okay. So whenever we're talking about carrier oils are vegetable oils made from the seed, nuts, or kernels of plants. There are carrier oils that can be made from animals, like emu oil. They're made from the fat of animals, but mostly the carrier oils we're going to talk today about are vegetable and fruit oils. So carrier oils, vegetable oils made from the seeds, nuts, or kernels of plants. And like I said, we have a lot of notes today, so we're going to have to kind of write really quickly. So if you miss any of the notes or anything, you can always replay and go back. So carrier oils. So our first carrier oil is almond oil. Almond oil, or it is also known as sweet almond oil. It's very moisturizing. It's high in vitamin A and E. And do not use it if you have nut allergies. So there's our 3 little facts about almond oil. There we go. So almond oil, also known as sweet almond oil, it's very moisturizing for your skin. It's high in vitamin A and E to nourish your skin, and do not use it if you have a nut allergy. So make sure that you in your consultation, if you're going to use almond oil for your massage, make sure that you know if your client has any allergies, because that'll be very bad if they have a nut allergy and you're using almond oil. So it's just the little things that you learn in your consultation. One time I had a client and they were actually allergic to citrus, so I couldn't even use the scrub on them. And also whenever you're using certain products on people, make sure you kind of know the ingredients, because if someone tells you they're allergic to citrus and you have a lemon cleanser, you need to know what's in your products. So almond oil. All right, our second carrier oil is apricot kernel oil. Christy said, I read yesterday you can run an allergy test, but it takes up to 24 hours. Yes, that is called a patch test, and you either do it on the right here or behind the ear. You can do an patch test. They would just come in the day before their service and you do a patch test just to make sure they're not allergic to anything. And that is a good observation, Christy. So apricot kernel oil. It's good for sensitive skin. It's a great substitute for almond oil. And often used in hot oil treatments. So that is apricot kernel oil. So if someone says, I have a nut allergy, you can use apricot kernel oil instead of almond oil. Remember what carrier oils are for, remember we can't use essential oils by themselves on the skin, so we can use these different kinds of oils to mix with them, so that way we can use them as massage lotions or regular lotions, or just whatever we need them for. So all of these different types of oils do each one has a certain quality to it. So if you want a certain oil for yourself, let's say you have oily skin, there are certain dry oils that we have that are good for oily skin. So make sure you're choosing the right carrier oil. Victoria said, can all carrier oils be used in a hot oil treatment? Yes, but there's some that are like coconut oil can be solid at room temperature and then, you know, liquid. So it just depends. This one's kind of very good for hot oil treatments. So apricot kernel oil. It's very, very gentle. It's great for sensitive skin and any recipes you make on children. So this one's good with children. It's very versatile and a great substitute for almond oil. It's often used in lotion recipes and hot oil treatments. So this one is good for kids as well. Our third, you've probably heard of it, is argan oil. This oil is a dry oil, so it's good for oily skin. It has vitamins A and E. And it's a good choice for dry hair, rashes, and bug bites. So argan oil. Argan oil is great for hair if you've never used argan oil on your hair. The Moroccan oil brand is, it has argan oil in it. It's great for hair. It's a dry oil, so that means it soaks in super, super quickly. It has vitamins A and E and linoleic acid, so that's why it soaks up so well. It's a good choice for dry hair, rashes, and bug bites. And this is a great oil if you have oily skin, you know. So I would choose like a dry oil and a regular oil if you're going to do massages and use essential oils with it, just because you want to know the person's skin type. You don't want to put, you know, rub an oil that doesn't rub in or soak up very well whenever you have oily skin, because it'll just make their skin even oilier. So it is extremely good for your hair. And guys, this is kind of a participation. I know we're writing a lot of notes, but this is a participation live. So if you just want to comment, you know, your little comments, that is completely fine. You know, I love participation. I know we're writing a lot of notes, so it's okay if you can't comment all the time. Number 4 is avocado oil. Avocado oil is high in essential fatty acids. It's great for sensitive skin. And avocado oil, whenever we're using it as a carrier oil, it's actually mixed with other oils. So it's usually combined. So avocado oil. It is high in essential fatty acids and fat-soluble vitamins as well. It's great for sensitive skin or problems with the skin like eczema. Avocado oil is usually combined with a carrier oil and not used alone. So avocado oil is kind of a thicker oil and it doesn't soak in. It's not a dry oil. So this would be a great person who has, this would be great for a person who has very, very sensitive skin or someone who has eczema. So this oil would be good for them. Victoria, so the avocado oil usually gets combined with other oils because it's so thick, and also it kind of has a smell to it. So if there's some oils that they have such a strong smell to them that they have to be combined to kind of get that smell away, kind of dilute it a little bit, so that way it doesn't ruin your final product. So avocado oil. All right, our fifth one is castor oil. It is antiviral, antibacterial, and antifungal. It's often used on irritated skin. And it is combined with other oils, so it's not used alone. So this is castor oil. The reason why it's not used alone is because it is antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal. So it's a very, very powerful oil. So if you use too much of it, it might irritate the skin because it's already used on irritated skin. Yeah, this one doesn't smell nice. It doesn't at all. That's kind of also why it's not used alone, because of the smell. So if you put essential oils just in castor oil, it wouldn't have the greatest smell. It would taint your smell. So if you put lavender in here, it wouldn't smell just like lavender. It would smell like lavender and castor oil. So that's why it's not used alone as well. So castor oil. So our next one is coconut oil. A lot of us use coconut oil for a lot of different things. So the one thing we have to be careful about with coconut oil, it is solid on room temperature. And Marie, we can use all of these oils on the skin. So it's coconut oil. So coconut oil is naturally antifungal, and antibacterial. It's solid at room temperature. That's the one thing that you're going to have to, whenever you're using this one, that's the one thing that you're going to have to, there's two different coconut oils that you can use. So we're going to go over the other one, but this one is the solid at room temperature one. And I am abbreviating for you guys. This one is actually used with other oils as well. So whenever you're using coconut oil, you need to use unrefined coconut oil and use organic. So Here are our notes. So coconut oil is naturally antifungal and antibacterial. It's solid at room temperature, so it will harden a recipe when added. So let's say you make a cute little sugar scrub. At room temperature, if your sugar scrub is, if you just leave it out in your shower at room temperature, it will be completely solid. So it's combined with other oils, so the final result isn't as hard as the coconut oil is when it's solid. So that way it's a little more liquidy. Whenever you're using coconut oil, you want to use unrefined oil. Refining, whenever they refine coconut oil, they use chemicals to extract more oil, and also they use bleaches and deodorizers in the oil. They also add sodium hydroxide to extend the shelf life to the oil. That's why we're saying use unrefined coconut oil and use organic. Any of these oils, you want to make sure that you use organic. So here is coconut oil. Miranda, I love cooking with coconut oil too, but the thing about coconut oil is it like gives everything a coconutty taste. That's kind of why I hate it. It's like a love-hate relationship with it. But coconut oil is the best. A lot of people use this in like homemade sugar scrubs, homemade lip scrubs. So it just depends on what you want to use it for. Just make sure whenever you're using coconut oil to get unrefined and organic. Here, our next one is one y'all probably haven't heard of. And if you have, that's a good thing. But number 7 is evening primrose oil. Evening primrose oil. So it's very, very good for dry skin. It's great for dry skin and skin irritations. And it reduces the effects of aging. So if I were doing, either a massage or whatever, if I even wanted to use it on myself, I would use evening primrose oil on any areas that I felt that were wrinkling or anything like that. So evening primrose oil is used to combat dry skin and skin irritations. It's great for skin and hair, and it reduces the effects of aging. So evening primrose oil. And you can find a lot of these oils on Amazon. Just make sure they're organic and make sure they're 100%. Or you can find them at an all-natural store. So that is evening primrose oil. Our next oil is flaxseed oil. There's not really a lot on flaxseed oil. It's kind of one of those oils that they're very good for you, but there's a lot of other oils that you can use instead of flaxseed oil. So flaxseed oil, it's high in vitamins, minerals, and fatty acids. Marina says, I put coconut oils on my legs. Yes, it's so good for that. But be careful on your face because coconut oil, they say not to put it on your face, that it can clog your pores. So whenever we kind of get into more of the other carrier oils, there's one that you guys can just buy and use as the cleansing oil. Because I like to cleanse my makeup off with oil because it really breaks down all the makeup and it really gets it off my face. So this is flaxseed oil. All right. I'm going to plug in my laptop really quickly so it doesn't die in the middle of this live. That'll be bad. There we go. All right. There we go. Okay. So our next one is going to be fractioned coconut oil. Fractionated coconut oil. So this is also known as liquid coconut oil. So it's always going to be liquid. It's high in saturated fats. That's why it's liquid instead of the other one. And if you were here for the nutrition chapter, you guys know what saturated fats are. It has a very, very long shelf life. And this guy is known as an all-purpose oil. A lot of people use this oil for everything. And it mixes really well with essential oils. So here you are. Fractionated coconut oil, or also known as liquid coconut oil. It's high in saturated fat, so it has a really, really long shelf life. It mixes with essential oils great and is great for an all-purpose oil. So, little fact about all these oils, if they smell rancid, they're not good anymore. A lot of these oils do not have a long shelf life. This one does, but a lot of these don't. So if you look on the product, it should have the expiration date for this product. So make sure that you guys are looking at that. And also, I usually write when I open stuff or when I first get it, I write the dates at the very bottom on with a Sharpie. So that way I know if it's been if the product expires in 12 months, how long I've had it for. So make sure that you guys are doing that. Using expired products is probably even worse than not even using this one. Marie, I would not use coconut oil on your face. Like I said, it clogs up your pores really bad. Chloe said my Java oil just went rancid and it started smelling like bacon bits. So gross. Yes, that's what, see, you gotta be careful on expiration dates. Victoria said, what are the dangers and risk of using expired carrier oils? So what happens whenever you use expired ones is they can irritate the skin really, really bad. So it can cause your hair follicles to actually become infected, also known as pimples. So it's just not a good thing. It's just like drinking expired milk. It's just bad for your body. So make sure that you guys are doing more, that's in your professional scope, is to look at the expiration date and know when that is. So number 10 is grapeseed oil. Number 10, grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil is a dry oil, so great for oily skin. It's a natural astringent and great for acne, prone skin, or oily skin. So grapeseed oil. So far, our dry oils are grapeseed and argan oil. So these are the oils that you would use on people with oily skin. So I would choose, if you were doing massages or if you just wanted to use them on yourself, if you have oily skin, I would choose the dry oils. Anything else, I would not. So grapeseed oil, it's a dry oil. It isn't as oily on your skin. It's a natural astringent. It's great for acne-prone skin or oily skin. So grapeseed oil. Number 11 is hemp seed oil. Number 11 is hemp seed oil. It comes from the hemp plant with no THC, so you can't get high off of hemp seed oil. The oil is green with a nutty aroma. It's high in vitamin E, calcium, carotene, iron, and other minerals. So hemp seed oil. So this is one of those oils that are super, they have their own fragrance. So you would need to make sure that if you want to use hemp seed oil, that you use it with another carrier oil, so that way your final product is not ruined, because this can change the scent of your final product. So yes, Mary Helen says she loves hemp seed oil. It's a very, very good moisturizer. And for those of you who don't know a lot about hemp seed oil, it comes from the hemp plant, but there's no THC in it, so you can't get high off of it or anything. It's just hemp seed oil. So the oil has a green, nutty aroma. So this oil is like pure green. It's high in vitamin E, calcium, keratin, iron, and other minerals. The meaning of all purpose is like you can use it for everything. So hemp seed oil. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to write it down. Okay, there we go. I love hemp seed oil because it's super hydrating. A really good hemp seed oil lotion it's called Hemp's. You can get an Armstrong McCall that comes in so many good flavors, and it is extremely, I love it. It's one of my favorite lotions. So hemp seed oil. Our number 12 is jojoba. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So this one is very close to your skin's natural sebum. Oh, Connor said it's pronounced like jojoba. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I needed that. Okay, I'm gonna like keep that little like comment like right there, so that way I can pronounce it right for you guys. So this one can clog pores, so be very careful with it. So it's not good for your face. It's used with other carrier oils. So jojoba oil is very close to the skin's natural sebum. It can clog pores, and it's used with other oils because of its clogging pore factor. So do not use this on your face if you have really oily skin or your pores clog easily. I just wouldn't use it on your face at all. So if you're doing a massage and you're putting oil on someone's face, I would definitely not use this one. Kimberly said she likes to use it in massage sometimes. It's a very good oil. Like, don't be scared of it because it can clog pores. Chloe said it is her favorite. Chloe, what do you use your oil in? Do you just use it naturally, or do you put essential oils in it? I really am curious because I know I've seen you talk about it in the comments. So hold on, I gotta look at that pronouncing it. Jojoba oil. I'm sorry. Okay. Number 13 is macadamia nut oil. Chloe says she uses it on her face. The only thing that doesn't break me out or make me oily throughout the day. Interesting. Very interesting. So macadamia nut oil is a dry oil. So very good for oily skin. And it absorbs. It's high in fat contents. And it absorbs quickly. Macadamia nut oil is actually very expensive. So I went to a macadamia nut like grove. It was like a little plant where they grew, I don't know what they're called, where they grew macadamia nut and used them. It was the Mauna Loa in Hawaii. So we went there and had a tour, and it is super expensive. I did not buy any. So yes, macadamia nut is very, very, very expensive because macadamia nuts are really, really hard to harvest. And also they're teeny, 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 tiny. They're like the size of a marble. So it takes a lot to be able to do macadamia nut oil. So the Mauna Loa, I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it or spell it. Mauna Loa, it's in Hawaii, and that's where we went on vacation. So that was fun. If you ever have not tried a chocolate covered macadamia nut, you are missing out. I love them. You can buy of the brand I went to the factory out in Target. It's a blue little packaging. So Mary Helen said, I feel like Hawaii is so expensive. Even their imported goods are less expensive than the island. So fun fact about Hawaii, whenever I went there in February, their gas was about $5 a gallon because they have to import their gas. So just a little fun fact if you're trying to move to Hawaii. And it's actually like all the natives. So the W makes a V sound. So they actually say it's Hawaii. That's how it's pronounced, Hawaii. So they could tell we were from Texas very quickly. Okay, number 14. And my dry erase marker is running out. Cool. Number 14, I do not know how to pronounce this one. Moringa oil. If you have the pronunciation, that would be great. It's high in antioxidants. Oh, Moringa oil is spelled Moringa oil. It's high in antioxidants. It's good for anti-aging. Good for anti-aging. And it is a natural anti-inflammatory. Yes, Hawaii is very expensive to live in. I asked one of the people like how much their house was, and it was like a little tiny trailer, and they were like, "Oh, this was like $70,000." I was like, "Oh, what?" So it was extremely expensive. So Moringa oil is high in antioxidants. It is anti-inflammatory, and it is naturally anti-aging as well. So Sam said Moringa tree supposedly has amazing healing properties. Yes, that's why this oil is awesome. I know a lot of people haven't heard of this oil. I didn't until a few like years ago. So yes, it is supposed to be very, very healing. All right, our number 15 is neem oil, Neem, neem oil. Oh, Sam said you can get a powder, you can get it in powder form. Interesting. So neem oil is a strong, bitter, it has a strong bitter odor, and it's very hard to mask. It's used with other oils. The only reason it's used with other oils is because the oil is so hard to mask that it has to be used with other oils. So neem oil, it's actually good for moisturizing. All these oils are very, very good for moisturizing. It's just each one has a different property, like one's anti-inflammatory, one is anti-aging. So you have to choose the right oil for your client. If you, or yourself, if you just want to use this for yourself. You just add your whichever aromatherapy scents you would like. So whichever essential oils in it. And then you have yourself a little aromatherapy carrier oil. So neem oil. I know that one was a little short one. So our next, number 16 is olive oil. I know a lot of us have heard about olive oil. A lot of us cook with it. I'm one of those people. So number 16 is olive oil. And remember, whenever you're choosing a carrier oil, make sure it is organic. Don't buy anything that's not organic. So if you get olive oil and you like buy HEB brand cooking olive oil, don't rub it all over your skin. Buy organic olive oil. So olive oil, it has good fats, good fats. Good fats to help your skin and hair. It will leave behind excess oil. So if you have dry skin, this is very good for dry skin, but not for oily skin. So this is olive oil. Connor said, nice. Finally, essential oil I know about. These aren't essential oils. These are carrier oils. So carrier oils are mixed with essential oils, so that way you can use them with massage or anything. The 12 to 1 live, we're going to be learning a lot more about essential oils, about each oil. So number 16 is olive oil. Remember only to buy organic. You do not want to be putting more chemicals on your body. Because sometimes whenever they do the, you're good, Connor. So sometimes whenever they do the extraction process for the olive oil, they can use chemicals to do that to get more olive oil. So make sure that you're getting organic if you're going to rub it on your skin. And also if you're making like a fun little sugar scrub at home, make sure that's also organic. Sugar is actually, pure cane sugar is actually not white. They bleach it. So little fun fact. You want pure cane sugar? It's like a little like cream soda color. It's very pretty. So olive oil. All right, number 17 is Rosehip Seed Oil. I know a lot of you have probably heard about this oil. It's amazing. So Rosehip Seed Oil. It's high in vitamins A and E, which is good for your skin. So this one, the reason why it's so good is that it has essential fatty acids to promote elastin and collagen productions. So the reason why this one is so good is it promotes elastin and collagen production. And if any of my SDs would like to reiterate how important collagen and elastin are, Lauren said she loves adding hemp seeds to her smoothies and salads. Yes, I make overnight oats every single night, and I put chia seeds, hemp seed, and flax seeds in them. So that way I have extra fiber. Alexia says she loves Rosehip. Yes, it is so good for you. So it promotes elastin and collagen production. That's super big in skin. It's high in vitamins A and E. Mary Helen says she wants to try some now. It's a very, very good oil. If you go to your all natural stores, they sell them. And also I think the natural section at HEB sells them, but I'm not sure about that. I know they do sell carrier oils, but I do not know which ones. I know they do sell almond oil. So Rosehip Seed Oil. All right, our number 18, we only have 2 more left. I know you guys are tired of writing notes. Number 18 is Safflower Oil. Safflower oil. It's high in linoleic acid. Great for acne-prone skin. And this is your oil that you want to use for oil cleansing. So safflower oil. So if any of you don't know what oil cleansing is, it is using oils to actually take off your makeup and take off the day's worth of dirt and grime from your skin using an oil. So a lot of oils can be too thick for the skin. So this is a great one for oil cleansing if you're into that. So safflower oil. Oh, Mary Helen said she loves learning about this stuff. So do I. It's very interesting. So this is going to be your great oil cleansing. This is what you're going to use for what you do first is you use your oil cleanser to break up all the makeup or any of the day's dirt and grime, and then you go back with a regular cleanser and kind of use that. Sam, yes, you do wash with a non-oil cleaner afterward, like cleanser. So Lauren, yes. So they actually say oils help oils. They actually say, so in science, if you have an oil, it'll help loosen up an oil. So oil actually retracts oil, which is so odd because usually with acne prone skin, you know, you're just like, stay away from oil. I'm going to get everything oil free. But actually oil cleansing can help with the sebum trapped in your skin. So yeah, I thought that too. I was just like, no, this is not good for my skin. So. So safflower oil. This is different from sunflower oil. So this is safflower, S-A, flower oil. Our next one is sesame seed oil. I use this one all the time to cook too. So sesame seed oil. It is a very light oil used in massage oils. It has a strong scent, so that's why it's not used very often. Monica said she loves it. Yes, and Victoria said they love sesame seed oil. It's so good, but it has such a strong scent that essential oils can't power over it. That's why you don't hear this one a lot being used as a carrier oil, but it can be. I love using this oil to cook. It's extremely good to cook with. It's very expensive. It comes in a little bottle, but it's okay. So sesame seed oil. If any of you don't know what sesame seeds are, they are the little seeds on top of hamburger buns. Just to give you what they are. I did not know they were. I did not know that the sesame seeds were on top of hamburger buns until my brother told me. I always thought it was the wheat seeds, but yeah. Yeah, Monica said she prefers it for cooking. Yes. It has such a strong scent that usually you'll use it more for cooking than anything. Yeah, I know. I know, Mary Helen, I know. So our last and final carrier oil that we are going to learn about is sunflower oil. So sunflower oil is actually super good for psoriasis. Now, psoriasis has a silent P in it. So it helps with psoriasis, eczema, dry skin, or damaged skin. So they say with psoriasis patches, because everyone knows what psoriasis is, they're big red flaky patches. So they said the sunflower oil is actually supposed to help with it. And it's also supposed to help with eczema. If anyone doesn't know what eczema are, they're just little tiny bumps. They're little tiny red bumps everywhere. It's not like acne or anything. They're like little red goosebumps on places. And then it helps with dry skin and really damaged skin. So sunflower oil. So since we have 5 minutes left, what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to, so Victoria asked between damaged skin and broken skin. So damaged skin, you never ever want to put anything on broken skin. Broken skin should just get a little, TLC, and you should put Neosporin or a triple antibiotic and keep it clean. You never want to put anything on broken skin. Damaged skin is just, you know, something with eczema or psoriasis or something, you know, a little rash, maybe a bug bite. That's damaged skin. So you never want to do anything on broken skin. Yes, Ava is correct. Broken skin is an open wound. Damaged skin is just like a little rash. So that is it. Remember, whenever you're using carrier oils, don't forget, make sure that you know a person's allergies. Do a patch test if you're scared of doing that. Also, since y'all learned something, I want y'all to comment before y'all do your final roll call on which oil that is kind of your favorite after learning all of this. I want you guys to comment which oil is your favorite, because I just want to see, you know, after learning about all this. Mine, I would say after learning about all of this, I would say Rosehip is going to be my favorite. I would definitely use Rosehip. Maybe said coconut. Oh, Alexa says Rosehip. I would definitely use Rosehip just because it helps with collagen and elastin production. Oh, Rosehip. Oh, Sam said almond. Oh, Ava said she's really interested in sunflower. Awesome. I love to hear you guys' tips. Remember, these are carrier oils. So carrier oils are what you put with essential oils. So that way you can put essential oils on the skin. From the 12 to 1 live, we are going to learn more about different types of essential oils. So get ready for that. We're going to have a lot of fun. There's going to be a few more that you guys know on this one. So I think that's awesome. Chloe said she wants to try Rosehip and Grapeseed. Yes. So, like I said, you can buy these at either HEB in the natural section or your local natural store, or of course Amazon. So, yes. So right now, you guys can do your final roll call. I will see you from the 12 to 1. Have your pen and paper ready because we're going to be learning more about each individual essential oil and what they do. So thank you guys for joining on. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds so that way you guys can, you know, do your final roll call. No problem, everyone. Thank y'all so much for listening to my essential oils. All right, since no one else is commenting, I'm going to give you guys, there we go.